Welcome to the Pathways to Wholeness podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and I thank you for joining us for this next episode of meditative teaching. Please note that these meditations were recorded in a tropical environment with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds in the background. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Okay, let's just settle in, relax, maybe take a few breaths and just listen to the music before the teaching starts. It is important that we become aware and conscious of how we identify with our ego and identity, how when we say me and I, we are referring to the construct of the identity and the ego, so that when we say, I need to surrender, I need to let go, I am resisting, we're referring to a process of the mind that is not reality. When we see lack, whether it is a lack of abundance or a lack of clarity or a lack of surrender, we are viewing through the filter of the identity and the ego. And we must watch for that now. If we can learn to discern difference between the true I and the I of the identity and the ego, we can begin to make a choice about whether we want to choose the ego or not, whether we want to continue to empower it. When we use I and me to refer to the ego, when we actively state that that is who or what we are, we empower it. When we claim that there is lack or problems, whether there are bad things or wrong things, again, we empower and strengthen and reinforce the ego and identity, because those are all qualities of duality, which is not aligned with truth. Becoming conscious means choosing what we are going to align ourselves with. To make this step in discerning, we must accept that the truth is real. If we do not have trust and faith that the truth is reality, then we will not let go of the identity and the ego, because there would be nothing else. So we must constantly check with ourselves. Do we trust in the truth right now? Do we believe that the truth is real? Are we acting and thinking and proclaiming that the truth is real? Or are we claiming that duality is reality? If we could take one step that would change everything, that step would be to accept that the truth is real, is always real. It's never any different than a perfect, universal consciousness. That is all there is. We can accept this without necessarily experiencing it as true. As we have heard, there is that within us which knows the truth. It is intrinsic to us. Although our conditioning and circumstances have created a separation in our mind, in our awareness. The fact is that the truth remains true, no matter how far we feel we have come from it, how separate we feel from it. Just the simple fact of accepting it as true changes everything. We can begin to see that our resistance and our separation are just aspects of an overactive, dissociated mind, and that they are not real, they are not reality, they are not the truth. They are energetic activities that are temporary and we have a choice whether we identify with them or not. Can you accept the reality of an infinite, perfect consciousness that is all there is? Can you choose to live your life as if that is the ultimate truth? There is no other reality. If we would accept that, then we would be much more forgiving and compassionate and gentle with ourselves. There is no place for judgment, for any decision that somehow we are bad or wrong or inadequate or unworthy. That is simply not the truth. We begin to forget that truth. But as we become conscious, as we question ourselves about what we are believing and what we are holding to be true, we'll come back from that forgetting. Our temptation is to do things, to try to fix things, to make things better. When actually what is required is to remember that the moment is perfect and that there is nothing wrong. spend so much time, so much energy trying to make things right, trying to find the answer to what will make us happy, what will bring us peace. And the only answer is to accept reality, accept the truth. Returning to the truth from the forgetfulness of the ego and the identity requires devotion. That is, giving time to the process, allowing time for the process, making time for the process. We have to make ourselves available to become present. And until we have made the journey back to truth many times, we will have to continue to practice. The changing of our state from a state of dissociation to a state of presence. Is a process that we must learn and practice. There is a natural resistance to changing our state. We feel that our safety and security comes from what we are doing in the moment. And we are afraid to let go of that state. But there is nothing to fear. And what we find when we do let go is that it is what we wanted all along. The peace that we so deeply desire comes from our connection with truth, our experience and knowing of the truth. What we must come to accept is that in this moment we are a perfect expression of that infinite, perfect consciousness. We exist within that consciousness. We are one with it. Our consciousness is not separate. We have only created imaginary barriers to it. But the truth remains real about every one of us. Our perfection cannot be denied. The ego will protest loudly at this idea. And this is why we must decide who we are going to be. Are we the ego or the truth? What is the true I? Who am I referring to when I say I? Remember the presence and the power and the light and the love of that infinite creative consciousness is within you. It's the reality of you. You are missing nothing, lacking nothing. Just by the fact that you are conscious, breathing. We know that the presence and the power of that consciousness is present within you. Will you let yourself surrender to it? Let go and trust. Take that step. Make that decision. There's nothing to lose and everything to gain. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon. We're uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.